The Pirate Lord is in danger. An imposter is trying to destroy the Guardians of Fortune.
Time has come. What can you whisper to us? What will you share? So, an imposter waits until the time is right. Show me what it seeks. Show me it now. What a revelation. The blade is tainted. Once bathed in fire, it will never be the same. Of course, the prophecy of the ages always spoke truth. The burning blade, now made of steel and fire. The king's rightful heirloom, the only thing that will bring Ramsay to his knees. Of course, the imposter seeks it. My father has dealt with scurrying rats before. Let's see if we have a new duke in the making.
Alright then, that might be the biggest vision that we have had so far. As you can now see, and as mentioned in the headline, the Pirate Lord is in danger. The Guardians of Fortune is trying to be taken down. This is building on the idea of an imposter. We first heard about this imposter in the previous vision. If you haven't seen that, link in the top right. I know it's really hard to keep up with. Videos are coming out on my channel left, right and centre because they're releasing visions left, right and centre. It's even hard for me to keep up with it all. Alright. The Servant of the Flame says, show me what it seeks, being the imposter. And then we see that it is set, this vision, this cinematic, is set in the Pirate Legend hideout and the Guardians hideaway, the new area after level 100. When the cinematic pans to the Guardians hideaway, the bit it's in is more specifically the area where you undergo the blessing of Athena's fortune. We see the Sword of Souls on the desk alongside a cat, and this cat appears to be the imposter. The imposter is a cat, don't worry, that'd be pretty anticlimactic, wouldn't it? But the imposter can morph, it seems. We first saw the hint of an imposter with the rat in the previous cinematic with glowing eyes. So presumably the imposter's morphed into another animal? God, I didn't think we'd be seeing the Harry Potter universe going to Sea of Thieves, having animaguses. Anyways, whatever this person is, whoever they are, whatever they are, I don't know, they are a threat to both Ramsay and also the Servants of the Flame. The Servant of the Flame says that Pendragon's blade is tainted, and once bathed in fire, it'll never be the same. I say that this is Pendragon's blade. I don't know whether it being on the desk is more a symbol of another blade that's been forged or has been tainted, or if it's actually the Sword of Souls that will never be the same. It's interesting that the Sword of Souls is in Ramsay's possession, but the thing with the cinematic is the servant is watching through the Reaper's Heart Parrot's eyes, and so to see the Sword of Souls there, he says that this is a revelation, so unless the Orb has told him something, but I kinda think that we're going to be seeing an evil Sword of Souls soon. He goes on to say that the prophecy of the ages always spoke the truth. The burning blade. That has now come to literal meaning. The burning blade, the Sword of Souls, will be turning into a burning blade once it has been bathed in fire. Here's where things get interesting. On my first watch of this, I didn't actually quite get it. But he talks about it being the king's rightful heirloom, and the only thing that will bring Ramsay to his knees. So this sword is the only thing that will have the power to kill Ramsay, bind his soul. I actually just thought of that while speaking. Bind his soul, because you can't kill Ramsay, he's already dead. So Ramsay's soul is going to have to be bound. We know that he wears a necklace to keep him from dying. We know that from various novels. That's why he's got the necklace on. It was given to him by an ex-member of his crew, who is now presumed to be dead, called Mercia. This is interesting and hopefully alluding to the idea that one day we'll actually see Ramsay and Flameheart fight each other, because at the end of the day they're the biggest forces in the Sea of Thieves. They have powers, they have the most powerful magic. I'd just love to see an epic duel between them. Sort of like in the Fantastic Beasts films, if you guys have seen them, Grindelwald and Dumbledore fighting. Be pretty cool to see. However, he says that the imposter is trying to find the sword. So maybe the Sword of Souls, this is further evidence to suggest that the Sword of Souls isn't that sword, but I don't know. You can make up your own mind about that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think the Sword of Souls is the evil sword? Anyway, the imposter is trying to steal it, implying that they want to kill Ramsay maybe? Or do they just want to withhold it? Are they on Ramsay's side? If they're an imposter to the Guardians of Fortune, then they're not on their side, but equally if they're stealing it from the servants, then they're also not on their side. The final thing we need to talk about actually is from Heart of Fire. So there's big Heart of Fire spoilers here. So if you haven't read it or want to read it, then skip ahead 30 seconds or so. Anyway, the Servant of the Flame talks about another Duke in the making. Duke is actually someone called Edmund, who brought down Flameheart's fall. It's this whole story. Edmund is a massive part of the whole entire Heart of Fire novel, and it turns out to be Duke. It was some great backstory. He worked for Flameheart, but actually turned on him in the early days. He was a skeleton, and then went to join forces with the Morning Star and all that, and sacrificed himself to bring down Flameheart in the first pirating war. That's how Flameheart got taken down, and then the ferryman granted him a second chance. There was an exception made. He was returned to the flesh, remembered absolutely nothing of his past, and then woke up in the tavern with Larina, and that's how he joined the Bilgerats. Alright, as always with these visions, the Reaper's Heart Parrot has now moved again, and you can no longer get the Snowburn Ship Lantern at New Golden Sands. Now, aside from getting it in the Reaper's Lair, because it's there permanently throughout the event, you can now get it in the Guardians hideaway area where this cinematic was based, so where the Blessing of Athena's Fortune is. That does just about bring us to the end of this video. Let me know what you think of us down in the comments below. As I say, just before the video ends though, I do want to say that it is getting up to around about a year since A Pirate's Carol. A Pirate's Carol is a fantastic passion project made by me and around 50 other people that we worked on for months. It's essentially a Sea of Thieves machinima film based off of the classic tale of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Go check it out, links in the description and pinned comment. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Scrooge was actually voiced by John McMurtry, head of VO and video production at Rare, and he's also the trailer voiceover guy. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel an absolute ton, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out. While you're at it, why not hit the bell as well as never miss a single upload. But anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.